Have you ever noticed that your mind never really stops? Even when you are lying in bed, trying to sleep, thoughts keep moving. When you wake up, the thinking continues. When you are happy, your mind thinks. When you are worried, it thinks even more. Your mind jumps from the past to the future, again and again. One small moment becomes a long story. One mistake becomes a heavy burden. You may ask yourself, why can't my mind just stay quiet? Why am I always thinking? Is something wrong with me? If you have asked these questions, you are not alone. Almost every human being experiences this. Today, this video is not here to judge your mind. It is here to understand it. Because before we try to stop our thoughts, we must first understand why the mind thinks so much in the first place. The human mind was not designed to make us peaceful. It was designed to protect us. Thousands of years ago, thinking helped humans survive. The mind looked for danger. It imagined problems before they happened. That same system still exists today. Your mind constantly scans for threats, risks, and mistakes. This is why negative thoughts appear faster than positive ones. One compliment can be forgotten easily. One criticism can stay in the mind for years. This is not weakness. This is human nature. But the problem begins when we forget one important thing. The mind creates thoughts, but not every thought is true. The mind's job is to suggest possibilities, not to give final decisions. When we treat every thought as a fact, we suffer. Understanding this single point changes the way we see our own thinking. Overthinking is usually born from fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being judged, fear of the future. Sometimes, a single sentence from the past creates it. You are not good enough. You will never succeed. Other times, one failure becomes a permanent label. I failed once, so I will fail again. The mind connects pain with protection. It believes that constant thinking will prevent future pain. But instead of protecting us, overthinking traps us. It repeats the same scenarios again and again, without solving anything, most of the time. We are not thinking about reality. We are thinking about possibilities. And possibilities, when repeated too often, start feeling like truth. That is how overthinking slowly takes control. Think about a student after an exam. Instead of remembering the questions done correctly, the mind focuses on one mistake. Think about an employee at home. The body is resting, but the mind is still at the office. Think about a parent, always worrying about the future of their children, even when everything is fine today. Different lives, different roles, same mind behavior. The mind keeps replaying moments, imagining outcomes, and creating pressure. It does not matter how strong or successful someone looks. Everyone struggles with thoughts. The difference is not who thinks more. The difference is who understands their thoughts and who believes them blindly. Life becomes heavy when the mind is never questioned. Thinking is necessary, but constant thinking is not. There is a big difference between thinking and overthinking. Thinking helps you plan. Overthinking only creates stress. Thinking leads to action. Overthinking delays action. When the mind repeats the same thought without progress, it is no longer useful. Stress slowly damages peace, focus, and health. And most stress does not come from real problems, but from imagined ones. Many situations never happen, but the mind lives through them again and again. Learning when to stop thinking is not ignoring responsibility. It is choosing mental balance. Peace does not come from having no problems. It comes from knowing which thoughts deserve attention and which do not. The mind often confuses possibility with certainty. Something might go wrong becomes everything will go wrong. A small doubt becomes a final conclusion. The mind creates stories without evidence and then reacts emotionally to those stories. Fear feels real, even when danger is not. This is how the mind traps us. It presents imagination as reality. When we do not question our thoughts, we become prisoners of them. Freedom begins when we realize a thought is just a thought, not a command, not a fact. This awareness alone reduces the power of overthinking. Wise people also think a lot. They also feel fear. They also experience doubt. The difference is simple. They question their thoughts. Instead of asking, "What if this goes wrong?" they ask, "What proof do I have?" They slow the mind by asking better questions. They understand that thoughts come and go. They do not chase every one of them. This habit takes practice, but it builds mental strength. You do not need to stop your thoughts. You only need to stop obeying them blindly. That is where control begins. When your mind starts racing, try this. First, pause. Take a deep breath. Then write the thought down. Seeing it on paper reduces its power. Now ask yourself, is this under my control? If yes, take one small action. If no, let it go. Not everything deserves your energy. Not every thought deserves your time. The mind respects boundaries when you set them calmly. This simple habit slowly trains the mind to relax. Life does not move forward through perfect thinking. It moves forward through imperfect action. Every successful person has doubted themselves. Every confident person has felt fear. The difference is not absence of thoughts, but courage despite them. Waiting for the mind to be silent means waiting forever. Progress begins when action becomes stronger than thought. Thinking will always be there, but it does not have to control your direction. So, does your mind think all the time? Yes, because you are human. But should you believe every thought? No. Thoughts are suggestions, not decisions. Your mind is a tool. It is meant to serve you, not rule you. When you learn to listen without obeying, you become free. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. And the moment you understand this, your life begins to feel lighter. Your mind is your servant, not your master.